How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is the day of another day of another week called Thursday. Anybody been said, what's going on, people? My mouth has finally started to come around, being much more normal. You know, if you notice in my other videos and stuff, I had sounds like a speech thing because I don't know what it is or what it is. Anyway, been said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's having, doing things as far as prosperity within their life and, you know, try to get to their dreams and their goals and do not be deterred by everything that you want to do, you know, within your life as far as living. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about something that I noticed in me before, and I had noticed that there was this girl that I kept seeing over and over and over and over. And anyway, so I want to show you this picture of this guy. This guy is gorgeous. I want you to see this picture or just look at him. Here he is, right here. Okay, you see that? He's your typical type of guy, you know, most girls will go after because he's got a great body and he's very nice looking as well. His name is Andrew. His name is Andrey Bridges. Now, in case you don't know, he's only 36 years old. Now, he's very nice looking. Well, let me let you take another look at Andrew. Check him out. Okay, you see that? Well, Andrew killed your sister. Your sister was only 20 years old. Her name is Cemia Dove, but she's known as Cece Dove, and she's 20 years old. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Now, I'm gonna read this to you, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay, on April the 17th. She was out and about, and the thing was that she was found dead. Now, this is what happened. Her mother had put out a missing person because, you know, she couldn't find where her child was at. Then she knew her child was transgender, but she didn't know that her child was allegedly a sex worker. Now, this is the thing. Now, I'm talking about Andrew. This is what Andrew did. Andrew kept calling her like numerous times, and he called her, and this is on January the 5th, and he had hired her. He called her a bunch of times. You know, well, if you're aware of this, sometimes when these want to see you and stuff, they keep calling you, or you know, they want to see you, and they keep calling your phone, when you coming, when you coming, when you coming, you know, trying to get you in and out, I guess, because maybe they may be married, or maybe they have a significant other, I don't know, that's speculation, but I'm just saying. So, he called, Andrew called, well, I call him Bridge. Bridge called her about a couple of times, and this is recorded to the police records on January the 5th. He hired a cab to come pick her up, drove over to his apartment, where he lived, and he paid $100 for the cab, you know, the cab ride. He paid for it himself. Now, this is in Cleveland, Ohio, and she got there and everything, and allegedly he didn't know she was trans, and you know, the story's kind of going a whole bunch of different ways, but the neighbors had saw her get out the car, the cab, and go to this complex and saw that. That's the reason why the whole link of the story, like a little puzzle, it all kind of buzzed out, and you can see what happened. So, she went to the cab and everything. She got the cab. He kept calling a bunch of times. When are you going to get over here? She got over to the complex and stuff. Now, neighbors had saw her, you know, going to the complex when he didn't know that had happened. So, she got to the complex, went to the apartment. Evidently, he became, you know, like aggressive or something like that, and discovered that she was not born female. She was transgender. Allegedly, that's what he did not know. And I found it kind of weird. If she was allegedly a sex worker, why would a sex worker go to see a man who didn't know she was transgender? I'm sure you're going to have something to say about that, because we know a lot better than that. Anyway, so once he found out, now this is the funniest thing about this story, which kind of played two sides, which kind of make me, you know, a little questionable. Now, when he came to the story, they said she was a sex worker and he didn't know who she was. And then one story said she was a prostitute that worked for him, and he wanted to get more passion with her, and you know, that's when he found out. Me personally, my personal opinion, I feel as though he already knew. I think that's a lie. I just think he just used that because he wanted to get off. Anyway, it's been said. So once he found out, allegedly, that she was transgender, he stabbed her. He stabbed her 40 times. And this is on January the 13th. And they're saying that, you know, it was because he didn't know what she was. And the neighbors always talk about that. So he took her, stabbed her 40 times inside the apartment, stabbed her a bunch of times, took her body, tied her up in her torso and her pelvic, her chest and her pelvic, in a black and orange and yellow rope. Now, what he did was he took a cinder block and he put it on there, I guess like it's like a rope, and the cinder block on her body, and he put it inside the pond that was like over there by the complex and stuff. Now, this is where the story gets a little crazy. People in the complex came to the apartment because they wanted to find out, you know, why he hadn't paid his rent, because it was supposed to be that he hasn't paid it. So they got to this complex and he noticed he was outside. He was burning something inside of a pit. He was acting really strange and he had like blood in his hand. So as he stepped there and everything, they were like, well, what's going on? He's like, well, don't go in there, don't go inside the apartment, don't go inside the apartment. And it was like, why? You know what? So they basically, the two guys that was property owner went inside the apartment, and they saw all this blood splattered on the stairway, on the walls. It was like spits of blood everywhere, plus he was bleeding and stuff. They was like, well, what happened? He didn't talk about it, and they just allegedly just walked on away, you know, after not getting the money. Now, they went back and told the story, because the cops contacted and asked him about a missing person that was missing, and when they put the story together, they realized it was him. Now, of course, he said he didn't do it, it was not him, and, you know, he got, they took him into questioning, like this picture, and he was like, I didn't do it, it was the complex people in the building. Basically, the owners went inside and killed her and stuff like that. He just walked in on it, and he didn't know what to do, so he just ran and he left. Which, you know, that was a crock as well. And he put her in like this place where she died right here. Look at this. That's where she was at. She was found dead and stuff. She was floating. And the reason why they found her body, because someone had noticed that it was like a mannequin inside of the river. And when they noticed the mannequin, they called the cops, and the cops went over there and viewed that it was actually a person's body. And they checked the records back, and they noticed that was a person that was missing. And they put it all together, realized it was Cece Dove. She had a black hoodie, a pink boo-boo t-shirt, three bras and stuff like that, as far as what they found her in. And the bra had been stuffed. And this is what she looked like. She was very beautiful. Check her out. Okay, so that. Now, she was a very beautiful woman, a very young woman. And it's very horrific and it's sad that, you know, the girls are being murdered. And this is not just now. This was a while ago. And he went to court and stuff like this. And his attorney pleaded, this is what got me. His attorney that was defending, you know, that he didn't do it. He said, I didn't do it, I didn't kill her. You know, his hand was bleeding and blood all over the place and stairway and all evidence pointed to him. The attorney says, this is what his defense was. He had a very low IQ that brought it on mild retardation and a history of drug and alcohol abuse. So he was slightly retarded, that's why he ended up killing her. That's a bunch of BS. I find the whole story really sad because my personal opinion, and I'm sure I would love to hear your comments. Do you honestly think that this man didn't know what she was? You mean to tell me you're a trans woman, you're going all the way to someone's complex, and nowhere along the line this information was not shared, and then you're going to tell us that she was a sex worker, which means that she was a sex worker, meaning that you had to find her on some type of TS site or some escrow site, but I'm sure she wouldn't be a transgender woman that would just put up there, oh, I'm a woman. I just want to see you. In my heart, I feel as though you already know. And rest in peace, my sister Cece Dove. And I would love to hear what you have to say about this, because this picture been floating around, and I feel as though we need to find out what actually happened to one of our sisters. Anyway, that is said, I'd love to hear your comments, and I want to say hello, my dogs. Meow. I want to say hello, my king. Woo. I want to say hello, new people. Boom. I want to say, oh people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. What you to do, I want you to do the best way that you can. And no matter less than fuck them.